Okie pokey, you're back. Good to see you in the stream. We did see you miss the live stream, so it's good to see you back. Glad to have you all here. Hope you're ready for a good live stream today. Got some really interesting news for y'all today.
Yo, guys, it's Marty. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's weekend? We got back from Universal. Man, I rode Velociraptor. I rode Hagrid's. All right. I had some butterbeer. And I also made sure to like and share all of Alex's videos that were put out. And I want you guys to do the same thing with this live stream. Like and share it. Send it to your friends and family. We're going live soon here, guys. Be ready.
How y'all feeling in the chat today? I want some numbers. How many of you have been here since 2017? I just want y'all to put a 1 in the chat if you've been in crypto since 2017.
And Eric, I'm waking you up right now. All right? Bitcoin is being accepted as legal tender. Not in the US yet, but it's coming, my man. It is coming. All right? El Salvador's already doing it. The US is next. Watch. Bullish. That's exactly what we're going to be talking about on this live stream. Are we in a mini bear market or consolidation? So you got to make sure you show up to this live stream and you like it and you share it with as many people as possible.
Hey guys, we got 64 viewers in here. Let's try to get 100 before we start. We got 2.5 minutes. We got Marty. We got Armando. Alex is coming. We got Johnny. We got everybody. Share the video.
What is up? Guys, we are here. We are live. We are in the stream. We're in the metaverse in a way.
Yeah, this is what you call the metaverse?
This is like the layer 1. This is the layer 1 in the metaverse right here. All right. And it's only a matter of time before, YouTube videos will be in the metaverse. Hint, hint. But how you guys doing? Hope you guys had a good weekend. Not really that eventful in the market per se, right? I mean, it's just been kind of going sideways, a little bit more downside, right? But I mean, we went to Universal. We're rested. We're hyped up. Man, that Velociraptor ride, that thing is crazy. I'm telling you. Like I got a little nauseous from it, but yeah, it had some butter beer. You know, it was a good
It was the butterbeer combo, man. The butterbeer
combo. Yeah,
Velociraptor combo, man.
No butterbeer before rides, but yeah, guys. Hope you had a good weekend. You know, you stayed steadfast in your strategies and philosophies in crypto, and we're just here to give you guys some more updates because there actually was some very, very cool updates as you saw with Uniswap and Matic in the thumbnail and title, right? Armando's got a lot of juicy details for you guys there.
We're going to get real technical and real detailed about that, guys. It's pretty exciting stuff. I got, like Marty said, right, we're energized. We're ready for today. I'm really excited for this week, right? We got Christmas coming up. We got New Year's next year. Merry Christmas.
Guys, Alex is coming.
Yeah, Alex will be here, all right?
Alex is going to be
get
here.
it,
Hey,
guys.
Duval. I was in Jacksonville not that long ago,
you
man.
You want to see the mustache. We get it. Just relax. He's going to be here, all right? Just relax.
Oh,
all
man.
right? Santa Claus will be here. He'll be here to give you
I
the
lived there for
presents
like
of the
5
next-
years, guys. What's up?
The next 1,000 X coins, right?
Merry
All right,
Chrysler.
all right, let's get on
Merry
to the crypto.
Chrysler.
Let's get on to the crypto.
Yeah, let's get to the crypto. Guys, again, make sure you like and share the video with as many people as possible, all right? I'm not asking you to break the like button, but do firmly press it, all
Smosh.
right? But Eddie, if you just want to tap me in here to the
You plugged
fancy,
in?
I'm plugged
Ready to
in,
go.
man.
Let's
I'm
get it.
plugged in. So again, nothing too crazy in the market. As you can see, Bitcoin is kind of forming a descending channel here. This is on the 4-hour time frame. So again, short term, not really looking too great. Going back to what we talked about, we have been talking about how we do have to fill in this wick, right, at some point. And right now, this trend is looking like that's exactly what's going to happen is as this channel keeps, bouncing back and forth here, it's slowly going down, and, there is massive support at this area right here. So this would be a level I'd be looking at to do a lot of heavy buying. I mean, I have been doing a lot of heavy buying, well, not heavy buying, but just been doing a lot of buying on that way down. Kind of looking like it's playing out to be somewhat similar to summer, just not as big of a correction and potentially not as long, right? You guys have to remember that now that it is a holiday season, there's not a lot of volume in the market, right? People are with their families, they're traveling. The last thing they're going to worry about is what the heck is, their portfolio doing. So when volume is very, very low, this is when, Bitcoin in the market is prone to, having these massive dumps or sell-offs.
Spikes in general, right? Just
or
all
spikes at the
volatility.
same time. But it's very hard to break a resistance when there's not a lot of volume. There's just not enough gas right now, right? It's like you're trying to hit pedal to the metal, but your engine lights or your gas lights on.
Yeah, right. So I think everyone's expecting like this Christmas pump, this Santa Day pump. But in reality, guys, it's just the trend right now is just not looking that way, right? So you have to start focusing on different ways to make money or different ways to expand your portfolio. So in this case, we just hope you're DCAing in and, just bringing your costs down as if, prices kind of keep falling. We're going to be seeing this rally pretty soon. We obviously can't call it when, guys, but everything on chain looks still so bullish.
So bullish.
And the fact that, we're still obviously heading in a downwards trend, it'll eventually catch up. So that's all we have to say in regards to that. Any other questions, anything that you guys want to ask us in the meantime, please put it in the chat.
Yeah, guys, come on. Like we need you guys in the chat, all right? We need you guys in the chat. Ask your questions, right? We're here to explain anything you guys are confused about, all right? We need you guys. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys, all right?
This is true.
And I've been actually buying a lot of Matic, Armando, thanks to you, and then also thanks to whatever the heck Matic is doing over there. Johnny's got some potential alpha information with DraftKings and Matic. Do I want to say that?
Oh,
Well, let's just say I have a family member who's
Ooh, that's a juicy one.
Is it like a friend of a cousin's? Who's
No,
a
it's like
friend?
a direct
it's
yeah.
my future brother-in-law.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, congrats on first of all being engaged, man.
Thanks, man.
But yeah, alpha information there. Johnny actually just learned what alpha meant today, so we're all growing together here.
Yeah, before I just thought it was a supplement by Joe Rogan, but I guess it's a slang term.
You better talk nice about Joe Rogan, right?
Joe Rogan, I smoke rocks.
But yeah, Armando, what do we got, man? I want to hear about
Marty,
Matic.
what gel do you use?
I don't use any gel. This is all natural.
all
guys.
natural.
All natural. All right.
Just hair
Glasses are from Jade Black. I'm not an affiliate. I'm not a sponsor. So if you guys want to go check them out.
All right, Armando, what you got?
What do you got, man?
More of like the same thing that we've been hearing, right? Just massive companies just going into the metaverse. So if you didn't hear, Adidas just had their first NFT drop last week. They had about 30,000 NFTs for sale, and they, as you guessed it, kind of just like their shoes, they sold out within seconds. 20,000 of them were already kind of like whitelisted to members of like the Bored Ape Yacht Club, kind of the different partnerships that they had, and then the remaining 10,000 were all kind of like a public sale type of thing.
It's cool. It's cool to see how like even Adidas and Nike like still like, you know, they're competing against each other even in the metaverse, right?
Right. So if you want to switch over here, Eddie, this is pretty interesting, right? So it says here that they made about 23.4 million in just that single afternoon, in just that single drop, which, if any company made 23.4 million in just like a single, pretty much like almost like an instant, like 5 minutes, I'd say that's a pretty good return on investment.
That's crazy. That's like, I wonder if they even do. They probably do something like that on like a Black Friday or like a holiday. But geez, like in 5 minutes.
Literally, just look at this, right? So it kind of just goes right here. It kind of goes over. It's sold out in less than a second, which is, I mean, what's there to say? I don't know if a lot of you use these digital assets and different collectibles. I know I use this app called Vive, which is I believe through OMI.
Yep.
They have their collectibles through there. So if you haven't had the experience of any NFT selling out within you in a second, definitely go on there and check that out, because they definitely sell out in seconds too. And just, you're going to continue to see this happen, guys. You're going to continue to see these different NFT drops by these different huge companies, Adidas, Nike. You'll probably see Nike's pretty soon, because they just they just launched.
Well, they're going more like the metaverse route, but really, guys, it just comes down to how much more are we going to hold on to these biases and opinions? Like, you clearly see the adoption happening, right? You have companies getting in, institutions getting in. NFTs, your life can change overnight. I just saw like a Twitter post earlier today. Somebody's like bought a JPEG for $75 back in April. Now just traded this bad boy in for a Rolex. Like, the opportunities are there. You just have to know where to look, right? So it's like Alex is always saying, you guys need to get focused, right? You need to understand what the heck is happening in this market and really in our generation, because opportunities are left and right, but in this market, it moves extremely fast.
Yeah, and you guys have to also stop hopping onto the train that's already moving, right? So if you
find the new trend.
Yeah, find the new trend, find the next coin that's going to take off, right? One of the most valuable things that come in the Discord, you know, from one of the greatest communities of all time, the Fundamental Secrets.
Eddie, you got to show them, man.
Okay, tell me what it's about, Marty.
Guys, if you don't know about Fundamental Secrets, the #1 research group in this world, the #1 data aggregator. I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, we're out here making money on the downside, all right? Anybody can make money on the upside. How many of you guys can make money on the downside, all right? So again, guys, go check it out, www.thefundamentalsecrets.com. Submit an application. You'll get to talk to either Johnny or I, and we'll show you what we guys got on our side here.
And coming from this amazing community, right? One of the best things that you can learn from there is there's always going to be another train. And that's one of my favorite lines that they've always hyped up on there is always another train to catch, right? So look for the next train to hop on, right? So obviously, if you would have got on this Adidas train when they were first selling, they were selling for 0.2 ETH. What is that? Maybe like $700, $800, I think, equivalent. 0.2 ETH right now.
Yeah.
So right now on OpenSea, they're pretty much being resold already for 0.8 ETH. So it's already 4 times on your initial investment on something that you could have bought for 0.2. It's already going for 0.8. So pretty interesting. Obviously, the return on investment is there. Oh, the king has arrived.
Someone just entered the room, guys. Whoa.
Y'all been asking for
They've been asking about
this.
you, man. They've been asking.
We have about 5 viewers.
And it just spiked up to 500 viewers, just like that.
All right. But yeah, guys, that's just something I wanted to bring up. More pieces of interesting news, right, guys? So as you can see, Kraken is also hopping on this bandwagon, just like Binance, just like FTX, just like Coinbase.
Yeah. When are they gonna release that marketplace?
Somewhat soon, right? They're working on their own NFT platform. So as you can see, like literally the most famous exchanges in the United States are all hopping on this NFT bandwagon and are all going to have their own version of NFT marketplace very soon. And this is very exciting, right? Well, I feel like when these huge exchanges add these features to it, they make it in a very simplistic way that make their viewers or their users a lot more friendly and a lot more accessible to them. So you should see the active numbers of people using NFTs or even holding NFTs also go up once these exchanges release these open marketplaces for these NFTs.
And I even saw, I got to look into it a little more, that there's certain NFTs.
Bing bong.
Oh my God, this guy yelled ding bong. Dude, that trend's like 3 weeks old, all right? Come on. But there's actually certain NFT marketplaces where you can stake your NFT and like earn passive income on it. And like I've seen people make as much as like $1,500 like every 2 weeks, which is insane. So you could like live literally live off of your NFT.
I heard that Bored Ape Yacht Club and Mutant Ape Yacht
Yep.
Club, you know, they're doing something very similar. Where you're gonna be able to stake the NFT and make a
Yep.
crazy
Exactly.
return on investment on that. So
And then I was going through some of your comments here, guys. I saw one comment basically asking, you know, what's our prediction for January? Again, guys, nobody has a crystal ball, right? Ideally, that's when, you know, we're seeing that the market is turning around, right? Quarter one, you know, we come out like out of those gates like a bull, right? Just, you know, having that parabolic run with either ETH or Bitcoin. And then another question was like, what's the best place to like stake or hold your cryptos, you know, I guess for the long term? Guys, there's a lot of different exchanges and, you know, platforms out there. It's whatever, you know, works best with your, you know, strategy and risk tolerance, right?
literally,
You know, there's some people that are getting into DAOs and holding some of their life savings there, right? I don't know if I'd recommend that because it's not sustainable.
Not financial advice.
Not financial advice, right? And others that do Celsius. So it's whatever works best with you.
but
all
there
right?
are so many different options, and that's the beauty of crypto, right? You literally have the options of literally having the plethora of options available to you in terms of staking are endless, right? You just have to do research, find out which one is applicable to you, which one is the less riskiest. If you want to be riskier, obviously you're going to get better APR or APY, I'm sorry. So it literally all depends on how you want to look at it and how you want to do the research. But there's a multitude of staking platforms out there. And then in terms of what the question was previously,
What's the prediction for January?
right, we don't try and make predictions, guys. We try and make projections. So that's the best way I try and explain it to you guys. No one can predict the market, and if they tell you they are predicting the market, they're a complete sack of shit, and they don't know anything,
He
right?
said it.
Like, it's
Mono
just the
said
truth.
it.
No one can predict the market. This market is unpredictable, right? You can only make projections and have a great estimate, a great hypothesis of what you think is going to happen. But even then, you're only making an educated guess.
Hey, stay tuned. Alex is gonna make a price prediction on Bitcoin's price.
Yeah, he's gonna predict Bitcoin in 10 years from now. But it kind of like, you know, what we do, guys, is we have a longer, you know, term, you know, cycle prediction. Like we know crypto's here to stay, right? We know Bitcoin's not going to zero. So obviously, you know, these, you know, day-to-day fluctuations and, you know, mini bear corrections, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't phase us.
It's like the price of admission, I feel like.
Yeah, like it's just like it's a part of the ride, right? If anything, it's nice for the volatility too. It keeps me active, and instead of being in something like stocks or whatever.
Something that you guys should look into if you want to get away from volatility, trading bots, right? So if you want
Trading bots
to
is a good
take
way.
advantage of the volatility, it's something you can always look into as well. I've had my plethora of, you know, good things happen with trading bots and using volatility with it. So that can combat volatility in many different ways.
How many of you guys watched the ADA video Alex put out on Saturday? That was a good one. Who would have thought?
He got
ADA.
deep.
Who would have thought ADA is subject
Guys, it's
to
in the
whale
description.
manipulation?
It's in the description. Go watch
That
it.
was crazy. I was like $1.5 million worth of transaction.
Hey, don't give them too much info, man. They gotta
I'm
go
just
watch
saying.
it. They
I'm
gotta
just
go
saying.
watch
That was
it.
some crazy
It's
stuff.
in the
What's that-
description. Go
I don't know what
watch
Charles
it.
is doing over there. Come on. Come on. What's up with Uniswap? Did Uniswap rip off the news or not yet, really?
Ooh, man,
Maybe
Uniswap.
lagging news there?
Uniswap is, you know, they're taking off. Let me pull it up here correctly so you guys can see it. But so if you haven't heard, Uniswap V3, they're planning to launch on Polygon after their community vote. So I'm gonna take you over, guys, here so you guys can see the outstanding number of people that voted for this, right? So if you go over here to my iPad, Eddie, we can show them this actual numbers here. 72 million people voted for this.
Oh, yeah.
Only 500,000 people voted against. This was something crazy, like I think it was like a 93%, 95% adoption or approval for this. So this was absolutely what the people wanted. And this is something that can literally save crypto in terms of the gas fees, right? Alex has gone on here multiple times and talked to you about the thousands and thousands of dollars that he spent on
Tens
gas
of
fees.
thousands.
Tens of thousands, I'm
I
sorry.
could have bought a car and put down a
Could
mortgage.
have bought another Tesla.
Kidding me.
But I mean,
Ridiculous.
the amount of money that it's wasted on gas fees is enormous, guys. And I was actually have some percentages here that I'll just show you. If you go obviously on Uniswap's website, all the information's here. Obviously, in the last 24 hours, they've done about $2 billion worth of volume in terms of transactions. And then down here, you can see the amount of fees for 24 hours is about 3 million, if you equate that, right? If you go on QuickSwap, for example, right? So obviously a lot less volume. They do 120 million, but the fees, I mean, look at this, 360,000. So if you take the percentage, which I did here, of 120 million compared to the 2 billion percentage that they have there, that's about 6%. So imagine this volume switching over from Uniswap into QuickSwap and how this could help Matic grow, and not just help Matic grow, but also reduce the gas fees involved with using Web3. right? This would give access to so many more people to use Web3 and get away from using these decentralized exchanges and actually own your coins, right, guys? If you didn't know, when you put your coins on centralized exchange, you don't own it, right? You don't have the private keys to that. The company that you're using the platform on, they own the coins. But when you're using a decentralized exchange and you're using your wallet, you have the private keys, you have access to everything, and you control everything, right? So this is a game-changing move in my opinion. And when this finally actually comes to fruition and you see Uniswap begin to use Polygon, you're going to see massive adoption here, right, guys? People aren't going to be afraid to use Web3 and have to pay $4 or $5 in gas fees, right? Because if you look at the minuscule amount that you have to pay in gas fees when you use QuickSwap, which is like the native swap for Polygon, it's literally you pay cents to use transactions, right?
No, less than that.
Less than that. So it's this is absolutely game changing, and I thought this is the #1 piece of news over the weekend because this could literally change it so that next year when crypto just starts being massively adopted
And ETH 2.0 comes out.
and ETH 2.0 comes out, because I have numbers here, guys, right? So
And this also just plays into what Alex was talking about on the last live stream, right? We were talking about Zk-rollups being the next 1,000, X potential. So now it's kind of looking into, okay, what's going to be the next layer 2 solution to come out and partner with, the next, smart chain maybe.
Exactly.
I know BNB has Arbitrum, right? Is Arbitrum in layer 2 or no?
is it I'm not sure which
Arbitrum, whatever. But yeah, what's going to be the next, I guess, layer 2 to stack on another decentralized exchange.
Yeah, guys, and this is kind of just leads me to my other point too, right? So I'm kind of just using, this is statistics that I found from this website, basically saying that globally we're still at around 3.5%, between 3.5 and 4% of the global population that uses cryptocurrency, right? And I just want to use this nice little chart here that's the adoption curve, right? And Alex has talked about this in multiple videos, right? So this adoption curve, and Alex has talked about this, called the chasm. Once we pass the point called the chasm, that's when mass adoption starts flowing into the market. Think about it, right? Right now, we're still in such early interest. We just passed the enthusiast mark, over 2.5%, and we're moving over to the visionaries mark, right? So this is literally at 4% of the global population. Once we reach 13.5%, mass adoption starts flowing into this. It's just going to explode. It's just going to explode. And you're going to see trillions of dollars flow into this market. And that's when you see the true growth and potential of crypto take place, right? You're going to see billions, not millions, billions of people around the world use this technology.
You can see your grandma using it, have an NFT.
Right? You're going to see your grandma hop on Web3.
It's going to make an NFT of you, of your grandson.
So this is the beauty of what I want to show you guys, right? Because obviously people are complaining about gas fees, and that's why they're making other layer ones, right? But what if you could do everything and keep it in-house, which is what they're trying to do with Ethereum and Polygon integration? It's just going to make everything so much easier and have everything in one place where everyone can just do whatever they need to do in a single place and not have to worry about paying hundreds of dollars in gas fees.
Mm-hmm. And then also, I don't know if you guys saw the news, Eddie, if you want to tap me in here, but Parachains have officially launched now on Polkadot, right? The long-awaited news and hype that everyone's been investing into Polkadot. So they're officially live now. The 5 Parachains that went live were Akala, a Star, Clover, Moonbeam, and Parallel Finance. I think we actually we ended up buying some Akala, and I was actually getting ready to participate in this Parachain or for the auction.
Yeah, if you haven't, Alex did a huge deep dive into the Polkadot ecosystem and actually was calling one of the coins on there Glimmer from Moonbeam.
Yep.
So if you're outside the United States, because we actually don't have the ability to buy it, but definitely look into Glimmer. That could be a definite coin that could do X's on there, and it's on the Polkadot ecosystem. And like we said, Moonbeam just won one of the Parachain auctions on there. And what he means by live is that they're actually finally actually mining blocks on the blockchain and adding blocks to it. So these 5 Parachains are now added to the overall Polkadot ecosystem, and you're just going to see the next 5 batch added. I believe in late December is when the next auction starts, and you'll see the next 5 added in about March of next year. So definitely keep your eye out for which projects are going to be on the next auction, because those could be very interesting plays.
And Polkadot's a layer 0. It connects to all the blockchains.
Exactly.
So.
That's why we love Polkadot, or I'm a big fan of Polkadot.
Yeah, and then kind of the only, I guess, downside is like you have to lock up your tokens for 2 years, a little over
96 weeks.
Yeah.
I think is the term.
But they give you a peg version of it, so you can just
Oh well, that's through Ocala.
Ocala
the special thing where you can peg their token and receive one back. So
yeah, I wonder
really
if,
interesting stuff there.
Yeah, I know Clover. Clover just got listed on the Coinbase Learn and Earn.
They were originally there, but they added
section.
Another earn section, so you can get more money, free money from Coinbase.
That's another. There you go, guys. Free money right there. I think if you do everything, I think it totals a little over 50 or $50, maybe a little more if you do like all the coins out there. So
It's pretty crazy.
free money there. But yeah, I know Johnny's got a lot of macro for you guys here. You guys know how he works with Glassnodes. So
Yes, come in here and show us the
Johnny,
macro
come on
stuff,
up,
guys.
man. Come on up.
Sure.
Not
Watch
just Johnny. Who else is popping in there? Who else is popping in there?
Look at this guy.
I'm famous, guys. Hey, we need a bigger camera for Marty, bro. He gets cut off at the time.
Yeah, about to get a haircut over here.
Marty, you're getting kicked off.
I'm getting kicked.
Yeah, you
Hey,
get
we're
kicked
doing a
off.
little
Boss
swap.
man kicked me off.
We're doing a little swap here.
Quick swap.
Yeah, we're doing a little quick swap
They
here.
can still hear you from over here.
All right.
They just can't see your screen or anything.
That's okay.
Yo. Eddie said I didn't look in the camera last time. It's because I'm shy, guys. Okay, give me a break. I'm gonna try and improve here. All
We
right.
got like 40,000 followers on TikTok. He's so shy.
yeah.
What's
yeah.
up, guys? How you doing? How you doing, Johnny?
I'm doing all right, man.
All
How
right.
about
Today
you?
we have some cryptocurrency news. I just got a big interview. You guys will be seeing it soon this weekend. Stay tuned to Christmas.
It's a juicy
Christmas
one.
Eve. We're gonna have. It's like a GG interview. Is that what you said?
It's a juicy one, but
It's
it's,
a
also GG
It's
too.
GG. If you guys don't know what that is, you're not a gamer. But yeah, I mean, I want to comment a little bit on what's going on with Polygon Uniswap V3. It's kind of this weird subject, and this is like I guess proprietary story that you can't really get anywhere else because it's kind of just through friendship and just me building networks in the cryptocurrency community. Basically, I called the heck out of it. So I have somebody, I don't want to reveal people's name, but he's huge. This guy has almost 100 million followers on all his platforms, and he's kind of consulting me for NFT advice because he's going to drop an NFT. And last time we talked, I pushed him towards Immutable X. And I was like, look, man, if you're going to drop the NFT, Immutable X has free transaction fees. Now, if you guys have been watching my videos, and hopefully you're educated, just to get be very simple, there's a couple of, I guess you could say, pieces of tech. The first one is StarkX. StarkX is the software behind Immutable X. Immutable X basically creates NFTs. They have a layer 2 system. It's not technically a layer 2 because it's integrated directly into their blockchain, but it's basically, it makes it very fast and cheap, right? So they can mint NFTs for free, and it's very fast, right? So I was pushing them towards that, and they have this tech called StarkX, which is the actual product. They just came out with StarkNet, literally, and I've said this a couple of times, billion-dollar company, so they just came out with a network. And this is similar to Polygon, but they don't have their own coin. It's just like kind of a network, right? So I was pushing them towards that. I was like, hey, you guys want to go to StarkNet? Probably go in that area, especially if you're launching a huge NFT collection. It's probably the smartest way to do that. It's layer 2. And it happened to be that Gary Vee today said that he was integrating with StarkNet, I think, or StarkX, one of the two. Wow. But yeah, he's partnering with Immutable X. So I was right about that. That was like 10 days ago, longer than that. Obviously, Gary Vee knows what he's doing. He had one of the biggest NFT launches in the history of mankind. I did like 20 million in volume. He's definitely going to go down in history as one of the biggest collections. So him moving towards layer 2 gives me my confirmation as an investor. And this is why I tell you guys you should definitely network in the industry. This is going to give you alpha you otherwise wouldn't get. Now, it's funny because our conversation is going another direction now. So this guy with 100 million followers, right? He has 100 million followers on all his platforms. He's making NFT collection. He's consulting me. So I have to be right. I really have to be right. This is like a big thing, right? So I just told him, hey, maybe wait for Polygon. And this is kind of pushing like where my investment is going, because like I'm talking to this guy, it's kind of like a emotionless conversation. It's like I think I'm just consulting him. So it's kind of funny because when you think about money, it's like you're more emotional because you're attached to it. But in this case, I was not emotionally attached at all. And I just told him like organically without even thinking about my investments. I'm like, hey, maybe you should wait for Polygon. And then V3 integration with Uniswap. Uniswap is the biggest decentralized exchange. Like put the numbers together. So think about it, right? So we're definitely moving towards Zk-rollups. Like without a shadow of a doubt, I know for a fact we have a confirmed trend in Zk-rollups, and you guys are the first people to see this, right? Regardless of what Immutable X did or DYDX or the price of these token assets, you guys have a specific piece of information that nobody else has. Okay, now some channels have it, don't get me wrong, but you definitely are in the know. Okay, so definitely Zk-rollups. All right, now the question is it StarkNet or Polygon? Now that Polygon is getting this integration with V3, I have my answer. Starkware has no EMV compatible compiler. You cannot take Ethereum virtual machine software and put it into StarkNet or Starkware, whatever. Okay, their whole thing that's going on there, you can't integrate EMV compatible. So do you have your answer? Can you guys leave a
On a
comment?
rant, tell
Leave
him.
a comment.
This guy hasn't taken a breath yet.
Leave a comment. What do you got?
Breathe.
What is the answer? I don't want to say it. I said it on my Twitter. I have the smartest cryptocurrency community, not the biggest. We have the smartest. Can you guys give me the answer? What's the answer right now? What's the winner? Layer 2 Zk-rollups. I'm looking in the chat real quick. Let's see what you guys got.
Guys, the Twitter handle is in the live stream. Look at the layover. Go follow them. We do giveaways.
Go on my Twitter. Okay.
You put out more frequent information on that. On your
Yeah, we
Twitter.
put out more frequent, quicker information. I said research Zk-rollups like 3 days ago on my Twitter. Okay. Not only that, but my marketing director is on my ass. So I am on there all the time. I have it on my calendar. Okay. So you get Alex in a non-screaming platform and it looks kind of professional because it's talking, right? So I didn't mean to take over. I just wanted to comment on the ZK rollups. We have our answer. Polygon's going to be the winner. They have the liquidity. They're integrated into Ethereum. They have the ease of use. They have Uniswap version 3. What else do you guys need? I mean,
They're saying Polygon in the chat, man. They're answering.
Oh, we
We got Loop Ring.
Yeah, we got Loop Ring. We got some competitive, kinda. Look at the transactions of Polygon. Okay, look at the liquidity on Polygon. And we have Uniswap coming in. So QuickSwap, I can expect QuickSwap will probably do well. Because what happens is we get all the liquidity from Uniswap. Obviously, it's going to destroy QuickSwap, right? It's going to destroy as a competitor. But then all those people that get like smaller APYs are going to move to QuickSwap. So like, for example, if there's a pair that's like, I don't know, it's probably not true, but ETH USDC, right? Let's say that pair on Uniswap is oversaturated and you're not making that much money. What are you going to do? You're already migrated to Polygon. So the easy answer is to move to QuickSwap. So I don't know. All this adoption Armando is talking about might move into QuickSwap, which is right now, what's the market cap of QuickSwap? Let's see, CoinGecko. Pull it up. Eddie, pull it up on the screen.
I don't even think it's on top 100.
Yeah, it's not even top 100.
You're screen sharing right now.
At 487, QuickSwap will pump. Mark my words, I'm calling it in this live stream right now. QuickSwap will pump.
Ooh,
and
it's
it's
running
very
the floor
down
there.
right
Yeah.
now. I have to look at the emission schedule. Don't make investment decisions. It's not financial advice. I want to look into emission schedule for sure to make sure they're not dumping on their audience because you know we catch that every single time. But I would say that the market cap's very low. And if Uniswap is going on Polygon, I can definitely expect to say that some of their users are going to move to QuickSwap. And this is like so low. Like I can pretty much guarantee Uniswap's going to destroy QuickSwap, but like it doesn't mean they can't benefit from that, right? It's not always like a competition. We have new adoption coming in, stuff like that. Hey, can you guys do me a favor? Like the video.
Sure.
It's kind of
Like the video, share it.
Do me a favor, like the
Send it
video.
to
Let me ask some
everybody.
questions.
Alex, I had somebody in the chat earlier had a super chat and they're interested in Polkadex.
All right, Polkadex. We got to wait for Polkadot a little bit, I would say. It's not very interesting to me right now. I'm
Had a
holding.
tough year this year.
Yeah, I hold my Polkadot. Like Polkadot's gonna always be there. I think it's one of those like big brain people. Like that's the thing about crypto is that it's all hype. So if anything, if it's like kind of too smart, like
Yeah, well, I just
kind
had
of stay away with
Yeah,
it.
I
Like,
mean-
I had the website pulled up and it was pretty cool. Basically, like they're gonna have a platform, like an exchange platform, and you'll be able to do decentralized KYC.
oh, that's
Pretty
interesting.
cool.
I mean, I
And
love like I said, anything in the umbrella of Polkadot. Like they had their specific hype cycle, which was like Parachains law auctions. That's kind of concluding. So I would say, personally, for my investment decisions, I'm kind of staying away from anything Polkadot. Now, I'm not talking about specifically the Polkadex. Could be cool. It could be great. But right now, I think it's smarter to move on what we know, which is Zk-rollups in layer 2. I think it's more likely people would adopt that than this whole layer 0 concept or this layer 0 narrative. I'm looking at it from like a adoption standpoint, not really like that's what I'm saying. It's big brand. Like it's going to happen. Like probably in 10 years, Polkadot's the answer. But right now, it's not. I don't think it's going to get hype, man. Just like Cardano is dying. Okay, I don't want to go over the Cardano subject too much, but just like it's dying.
Watch the video.
Don't get him too upset.
Watch the video.
Watch the video.
Watch the video. Yeah, go watch the video. It's not that serious. It's just me pointing out some whales dumping on the market for Cardano when people claim it's the most decentralized by stakers, decentralized by holders. Not true at all. Top 10% own like 70 or 80% of the supply. So be careful. And that's all. It is all crypto. It is all crypto. But the difference between because I saw a lot of comments. Oh, this is Bitcoin has utility. Bitcoin is money. It works. Everybody, there's millions of Bitcoin ATMs. Okay, there's millions of Bitcoin ATMs. There's all these OTC desks. Like they have a futures. Like, come on, Bitcoin. You can't compare Bitcoin to Cardano. You can't even compare Ethereum to Cardano anymore. Like, Ethereum has adoption, developers, infrastructure. Cardano doesn't have any of that. and it also gets dumped on by whales. Okay, so stop it. Right?
I don't see any
What
Cardano
else,
ATMs.
man?
Do you see any Cardano ATMs? Maybe there's one, and it's in like Alaska.
Yo, that one got promoted pretty hard. I can guarantee that. Probably everybody in the Cardano community saw that one. But I love you, Cardano community. I promise I love
you are wrong, Alex.
I'm here for the money.
Alex,
You
you're
didn't
wrong.
sell any of your own Cardano. So
wrong.
I
it's
didn't
like,
sell
why are
any
people
of my
hating?
Cardano. You guys want to pull up the Discord? Like you can pull up the Discord. I have it in Fundamental Secrets. I didn't sell any of my Cardano, but I didn't accumulate any on the dip either. And I will say that once Cardano hits a certain point and we can see some actual like progress, I'll start going ham. Look, it's not flip flop. People are like, oh, you're flip flop your content. It's not really what it is. I'm one direction with my money. I like making money. Projects, yeah, I can be flip-flop all day because guess what? It's called cycle trading. They cycle in and out. There's a Cardano cycle. So yeah, I'm going to freaking love Cardano in a Cardano cycle and make money. But then when we have Polygon integrations, right? When we have Zk-rollups, I'm going to love Zk-rollups. I'm sorry. Okay? That's the way it goes because I want to make as much money as I possibly can, and my goal is financial independence and my goal is freedom for everybody around me, for my whole entire YouTube channel, and you can like that or hate it. That's up to you. But what I will tell you is you're never gonna hate on the fact that I make money live on camera and I show all of my trades, right? My Xerion's public, I've showed it on my YouTube channel. I don't dump on my audience. I've never accepted a sponsorship on this channel since we started. You cannot say anything. I've covered my ground. I make money in crypto, and that's how I got my start. A lot of people make money off of YouTube. All right, let me stop. I gotta stop.
I like it.
It's going on a rant, man.
I love it.
They love it, man.
Can you guys do me a favor for putting my public information out there, my public Xerion, which most people don't do, okay, as well as being honest, losing millions of dollars because I don't accept sponsorships at all, which it is in the millions. It's in the like, I think I did the math one time. It was like 3 million. It was like 3 million I let go for not accepting sponsorship on my channel. Can you do me one just quick favor and like this video and share it with somebody, right? That would be amazing. And then when you guys are done, leave a 1 in the chat box. That would be amazing, guys. Leave a 1 in the chat box. Let's see who actually liked the video. You know, again, like I said, we have the smartest community, and I could see like you guys are just answering my questions for me. Yeah, like Mitch said, it's about the bags. Okay, it's about making money. Okay.
Mitch, what up, Mitch?
What's up,
I
Mitch?
think he's in the course.
Yeah, I think that's the guy that always shouts you out, Johnny. Every live stream, if you come on, he's shouting you out. What about you see that super chat for XLM? You got any thoughts on that?
Oh, some stellar.
I know Marty likes talking about XLM.
I mean, just a better and working XRP. That's all it is.
Oh, he said it.
I said it, and I meant it.
All right, we got Alex going after the Cardano fans.
All right, hey, Johnny, show us some on-chain metrics because I got some too. I want to piggyback off you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So if you want to share my screen here, Eddie, just to point out that, I mean, with all this crazy sell-off action that we're getting right now, I mean, you have the situational, thing that's going on out in the world right now, right? Some more stuff is coming out with that. That's sort of putting a damper on not only crypto markets, but financial markets as well, regular institutions, all right? But when you look on chain, it's a different story. You're seeing the exchange net position change still off exchanges, right? It's in the red, right? And when you look at the miner unspent supply, which this means all of the Bitcoin that miners are receiving as rewards, right? They're not selling those. They're accumulating that very aggressively. And it's at the similar points with where we were when we were starting to really take off this time last year, actually, in December, right? When you take a look at that, I mean, there's no comparison. That's why we have a lot of confidence when we're making the moves that we do in our group as well. Because when we see this type of action from people, whales, as well as other holders on chain, I mean, there's no denying. I mean, you can compare it to other points within Bitcoin's history. This is not like how we were back in the mid-cycle accumulation phase back in the months of June and July, right? I think I had one more that I wanted to show real quick. One chart here from our group. Yeah, this is the illiquid supply versus issuance. So obviously the illiquid supply is the amount of coins that are held off of exchanges, right? And the issuance is the amount of coins that are being distributed by the miners, right? And so they put a little ratio in red there that is basically saying that, back in the months of June and July when we had this huge dip right here, right? Distribution by strong hands. That basically meant because the issuance ratio was going down. Issuance was going big because people were taking their Bitcoin off of exchanges, or off of cold storage and onto exchanges, right? Because they were selling. That's where it goes. But if you look at where we're at right now, the hodler supply is outgrowing issuance by 3x from where we were back in June and July, right? It's the same levels from where we were back when we were at all-time highs.
Yeah, super
So-
interesting. Could you also pull up my screen, Eddie, really quickly?
Yeah, you're pulled up.
Yeah, so basically, this is some more. I have a video coming out. It's going to be pretty detailed on the on-chain metrics. I spend a lot of time over the weekend, really putting together something solid. Because the thing is, you want to know what's going on with Bitcoin's price because it's obviously relevant for every decision you make, right? So this is an interesting indicator that, by the way, no one uses for some reason. I'm talking about, I research everyone. I look at Willy Woo. I look at Will Clemente, all the on-chain guys. And I think they're missing something here because this is like basically momentum, right? So if we look at the 28-day market realized gradient, you could see that, and I pointed it out, right? So you could see in one area right here, we have this really big kind of drop and then it popped up. I want you to notice all the green arrows. We see it very similar right here as well. So like we've only had a couple of times where this led to like kind of the end of the market, which was exaggerated by this. Now, I also want to say the way this is calculated, it gets less and less over time, and you can see this in the spikes. Now, again, this is very confusing stuff, but basically, very simply put, this kind of analyzes the momentum on chain. So you could see right here in this green spot here, look at the green line. I made the green line. I drew that in, right? You see the green line? You see the level they're at? Well, look at the last time it happened, right? We had one right here, right, which is July 2017. That did not signal the end of the market. It bounced up, right? And you could see that the market continued. We also have a second one here, right? And look at the green line. I just want to be very clear because it's around the same level, right? We have the second bounce here, okay? I didn't mean to zoom in. But yeah, we have a second bounce there. And then, market goes and continues, okay? Now, we have a super exaggerated one. As you can see, the blue one, all right? I pointed that out as well. And this ended last market. Now, we had this right here. And this was manipulation. We all agreed. Everyone I talked to, the whole market pretty much understands that this was manipulation. What is the difference between this blue and this blue? The difference is back in the day, there was virtually no institutions. In this case, there was people to manipulate the living heck out of Bitcoin. So I would say that this wouldn't, I couldn't use it as an indicator for the end of the market. If anything, it gives me a really big confirmation because the next time I manipulate it with the same playbook, I expose this, by the way. You guys should definitely watch my playlist when I expose it. They use the same playbook here as they did here, okay? And this time, we bounced off the green. So for me, again, like I said, we keep going over and over again. On-chain metrics is extremely bullish. Now, the difference, though, we have to know the difference because if one dimension of crypto looks bullish and all the other ones look bearish, how can you trust this? And a lot of people have been saying on-chain metrics is like hopium. It's this new thing that nobody really understands. And I agree with that, but I would also say that it's tracking the legitimate transactions on a public ledger that we've never had access to before. Okay, so price, it looks bearish. I mean, we drew fractals out. It doesn't look that bearish. Okay, so if you look from a technical analysis perspective, it looks kind of normal.
ETH looks good.
Yeah, ETH looks good, right? News and regulation, you could say, is probably bearish because of like the deflation and what's going on with the Fed, as well as all of this crazy madness that's going on in the cryptocurrency space. But I would say that on-chain metrics, the reason why it's so bullish is because it's less manipulated than everything else, right? So we have centralized exchanges. This is, if you saw my playbook and how I exposed them, centralized exchange is kind of like the point of where they do it, all right? And they also do it with what they know. They do it with traditional finance. So for example, let's say I'm a manipulator, right? I'm a whale. I want to dump the market. I want to make money by dumping the market, okay? I'm going to use the tools that I've always used, right? Because most whales they come from traditional finance. So what are the tools they use? They use what? Options trading, which is manipulated. They use technical analysis, which they use on purpose to manipulate. By the way, go to tradingview.com, guys. You want to go to trade? You want to be an expert trader? Let's go to TradingView. Hey, Eddie, pull it up. I'm an expert trader. S&P 500 versus stocks. This is the most viewed trade right now. Look. It's literally on the front page of TradingView. Guess what? TradingView is a top 10 financial website. I'm not going to pull it up. I've showed you guys before. Top 10, I think it's number 3 by financial website. So the point is that if I'm a manipulator, I'm going to look at the TA and invalidate it, fam. I'm going to destroy your TA because I know all of you use TA and you make your investment decisions off TA. And TA comes from traditional finance. Like,
Yeah.
They can't do it with on-chain metrics. That's the reason why on-chain looks so bullish, is because they can't manipulate on-chain metrics. It's tracking every entity on the blockchain. They would have to control every entity on the blockchain to manipulate on-chain metrics. So just a word of advice, guys. I say get with the times and use new data. Stop using the old way. Stop bringing this old frame of mind into the equation. Let's start thinking about projecting what the future could be and stop thinking about what happened in the past. And right now, what I'm trying to tell you guys is we probably have a prolonged cycle. I don't know if it's going to be like a forever cycle. We probably will have a bear run. Market will go down 80%. But I think we still have towards the end of next year. I do think, like I said in my video, end of January, midway January, end of January, maybe a little bit into February, we're going to see the market flip. I'm really confident with that. I'm making business decisions because of that. We're moving into a new office, a new studio. It's going to be amazing. It's like 18,000 square feet. And I am investing like that. So, yeah, I mean, I could be completely wrong, and you guys will know in a couple of months. But, you know, like I said, I've been doing this for a while. And you know, it's either I'm going to be a broke Alex or a rich Alex very soon. You guys will see.
Pull the mic away from Johnny's.
Oh, sorry. I'm screaming too much. I apologize, guys. Yeah, let me answer some questions. Can I get some comments in the chat? What are you guys thinking? What's going on? What's going on in your head?
Broke or rich, Alex, it won't change. Money's just a thing.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you got to believe in yourself, man. Money shouldn't identify you at all. All right. Let's see what else I got. Guys, I couldn't research too much. I've been like slammed this morning, so I apologize. I mean, let's look at some Cardano TA. How about that? I know everybody wants to see it. I mean, there are a couple of people saying I'm wrong. I could be wrong, guys. I could be wrong. I'm not like the end all be all. There is no crystal ball, but we could try. All right, let's look at Cardano. Go ahead, Eddie. Yeah, this is horrible, man. This is sad, bro. Like it's, I just feel bad. Like I really do. I feel like the only thing I feel like I did wrong was not like voice my opinion harder. November 4th is when I got bearish, right around here. I got super bearish. I should have sold, in my personal opinion. I think that was a stupid move by me because it was so obvious. But let's look at ADA versus ETH, Cardano versus Ethereum. I want, like, this is really important to me, and this was in my video, right? It's not really about Cardano dumping. I want to like separate it because I think a lot of people get emotional with their investments and they see it fall and they get mad. You should not. The USD going down is a bad thing. Don't get me wrong, but this is worse. Like you should feel really bad about that, to be honest, because what's the point of investing in crypto if you can't outcompete the safest bet? If the safest bet is, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. I would say when it comes from a technical analysis perspective, like we need a pump like soon for Cardano. I think it could come out with the time frame and beginning of January, metaverse getting adoption and all the hype that's going to happen. I think it's really easy to submit to the Cardano narrative, being it's one of the biggest search terms. It's kind of like similar to like XRP, like look at the biggest communities, right? XRP got adopted, and the only reason it's valuable right now is because of the community. And I think the Cardano up until, quarter one 2020 maybe, right? Up until then, it's been the same thing. So I think Cardano is just a really easy narrative, right? Like basically it's talking, all it is Ethereum, but smarter because they research it deeper, right? Which is what everybody's used to and which they think is legit. Like a common sense person would say that researching deeper on, integrating projects into something like a blockchain is probably going to be smarter. Do you have any other information?
I'm good for right now.
Yeah, guys. Hey, I appreciate you guys coming to the live stream. What time is it? 1:44. Oh, this is pretty long. We're going to be doing live streams every Monday and Friday. When we move into our new place, we'll probably do a couple more. We'll probably do it on Wednesday, maybe. But these are kind of hard considering my schedule. We are hiring researchers. So if you go to thefundamentalsecrets.com right now, we're looking for people to help us out with the content, et cetera, et cetera. We're always looking for developers and people like that. So definitely apply to the website. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you're new here. My name's Alex. I got a mustache and I make money on crypto. And that's pretty much everything, right? That's right. No, that's all. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism. Subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say,
if you don't get with it, you'll get left behind.
Yeah, hey, we got a podcast coming out Thursday. She's big. It's going to be huge. Definitely check that out, alexanderlorenzo.buzzsprout.com. If you want my calls, if you want my coaching, if you want my community, definitely head on over to the Fundamental Secrets. The link is in the description below. But yeah, we out. I love you guys. Be easy. See you Friday. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.